So it's been a while since the last video. Just like as I get busier in life, I tend to upload way less. So we have a lot going on. Like I work. I work two jobs. I work in an entomology lab and in a wood shop, and then I'm actually off. It's summer break right now, but we have chickens, like we're incubating chicken. We just have a lot going on. We have a lot going on, so I just don't always upload. Also, it's anting season right now, so we are like I have to wake up at like 5 every morning for the sunrise ants, and we just have to tube up lots of ants every day, and yeah, so we got a lot going on. But one of the things I'm doing right now is, so it's like midsummer, and usually around this time I tend to cull out a lot of species that I collect in early spring that don't have good fertility rates. Things like morning flying Pheidole species, Aphenogaster, just like some of the species here that it's tends to be morning flying species. They just like, I don't really know why, but they have really poor fertility rates when they're collected at a blacklight. So most of them are not fertile. And so since we use glass tubes, I reuse those tubes. And so after a long enough time with no larva, I deem these as duds and I call them out. And so these are from the first call. You can see we collect like thousands of ants every year. Maybe, I don't know if thousands is exaggerating, but at least hundreds, easily hundreds, possibly thousands, because we buy tubes by like the multiple hundreds pack. So these are Pheidole navigans, and each one has 5 to 10 queens in it. And you can see, and none of them have any larvae, and I've had them for a few months now, and they should have larvae by now. They should have workers by now. So I am, instead of just like throwing them out, like just like letting them go outside or killing them, this is also an invasive species, so it's technically like not really ethical to like, release them again because they might be fertile. One of them there might be fertile. And even though they're like a really widespread species, you just shouldn't release invasive species. So hey kids, don't release invasive species. Feed them to your frogs. So yeah, I'm going to feed these to my frogs. I'm going to dump these all out into this container, dust them, and give them to my dart frogs. And if any of them are fertile, they'll hopefully escape the frogs and start a colony in my tank, which I already have one colony of that species in there, but hey, it'd be cool to have another one, right? More food for the frogs. So I'm about to dump all these out into that container and then hopefully film another video for the feeding.